Well, welcome to day 4. Today is a song that reminds you of someone that you'd rather forget. Now, I could take the easy way out and play any one of my 50 originals, which is pretty much about that very subject, but I think I'm going to play a cover by Michael Reed called Blame You. Um, at least half of my originals come from situations or relationships that really, to me, didn't have an explanation, so I used music to vent. And many years later, in many failed relationships, I kind of caught wind of what was happening. There was someone I knew that always became best friends with everybody I tried to date, and they would sit there and buddy up with them and then tell them I was saying things that I wasn't saying and making it seem like I was doing this or doing this. And I didn't actually find out that this person was doing this behind my back. And a lot of these relationships that I was in would just like, to me, they would randomly end, and it would kind of be like, well, you know what you did wrong. And I'm like, honestly, I have no clue. And I'm coming to find out now, actually learning about some of the conversations that were had, because some of the people actually stood up to this person and wouldn't believe any of this stuff. But um, some of these relationships are just crazy because it really didn't have much to do with me, as it was someone poisoning the minds of another person. Pretty manipulative and satanic, if you ask me. But at least I know that it wasn't all me now, because for a while there I was like, man, what is going on? And it was really just this one person that I had in my life that kept poisoning everybody. And they did it in such a way that was very manipulative. So they would buddy up with the person, and then they would kind of like, oh, it's our little secret. So I never actually found out that what was being said. So it's not even like I could defend myself. And then magically or randomly, like one day it was over, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on, but all right, you know. But glad that era is coming to an end after I finally discovered that. And the only way I discovered that was even happening was that this person pushed another person that I was trying to date or dating to basically have a breakdown, and they started like telling me about all the stuff that I was doing. And I was like, I don't know, what are you talking about? And they wouldn't reveal their source because it was a secret. And finally I got them to reveal their source, and then we kind of set them up. You know, I put my phone and the other person's phone side by side, and I said, look, I'm not even talking to that person. And sure enough, they would say, oh yeah, he messaged me right now, or he's messaging me right now, and like my phone's just sitting there. So it kind of busted them, and kind of caught on to what was happening, and I had no idea for the longest time. So if we ever tried to date or dated, and you're watching this for some reason, probably aren't, but you should know that there's a lot of that behind the scenes stuff that was happening that I had no idea about, and a lot of it was completely made up and fictitious, and I got proof now. So it doesn't fix anything or fixing the trauma that was caused by that person doing that. But those are the type of, the reason I'm telling you is because those are the type of songs that I wrote, because of those situations that kind of made no sense. I had a lot of anger I had to vent toward that person, but there isn't really anybody that I would really rather forget, especially now that I understand that. So I should probably apologize for some of the harshness of some of my originals, but it's out there now and it's done, and things are changed and everybody's moved forward. So we're going to try to play Blame You by Michael Reed. So stay tuned. Alright, this song does not have a drum in it, but today I'm playing a drum off of GarageBand for shits and giggles. If you don't know who Michael Reed is, before I butcher this song, I want you to know that it actually is a radio quality original, and I'll put a link in the description hopefully so that you can listen to the original song if I can find it. But this guy has amazing talent. I've always been a big fan of his since day one. He has a lot of originals I think should probably be on the radio, and maybe someday they will be, but we'll try to cover this. Not going to be able to do it any justice, but I just hope that it's the thought that counts, and this guy's playing my music, so I don't know. Maybe he won't like it. We'll see. Alright, I lied. It didn't sound good with the drum at all. It sounded even worse than I could make it, so... Blame you, that's what I do when I don't know what else to do. In I think I'm in love for two, and I blame you. Love you, the words we all like to say and love to do. You knew nobody else would ever do once I had you. And I'm not saying I got proof, but I blame you. And when the wonder of it finds me out of time, and I've been black and blue from being true and walking on the line. And if you ever leave, I hope you get the chance to say goodbye. Got me hoping we never do, and this is true. I think I'm in love for two, baby, how about you? I could be a fool for loving you. There is nothing else I wanna do, and I blame you. Not too bad, only a bunch of mess ups, but I mean, try to do some honor to the guy. It's a great song. I'll try to post a link in the description below or somewhere in this post. So check it out. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.